load for the PS4. So today we're at Leipzig. We're going to be taking a load down to Nurnberg. Then after Nurnberg, we'll be going to Munchen, okay, Munich. As they're not really that far apart, those two cities, so they're not really that big a difference in the drive. It's only like about maybe half an hour longer. Just playing truck driver. Maybe there was a patch. Maybe it was a hot patch. I noticed there's a handbrake now. But saying that's a button, something they need, and they do have it. It's a square button. Thing is, you gotta hold it. It's not quite a handbrake in that feature, but it may be useful to keep your truck from rolling on that one place and by count. So we're here at the, obviously I must have stayed here because I needed to, I knew I didn't want to be on the road because of this. I get the seat adjusted. Looks like we got roughly 4 hours of drive time left before I gotta sleep. A little over, yeah, really 4 hours. 4:03 ain't really quite that big a deal. So it's 278, close to 300 kilometers until we get to Nurnberg. Actually, it'd be about 265, 270, somewhere in there. We're actually getting into Nurnberg. I would guess, because you know there's about quite a drive once you get to the city and the cities themselves. So let's flip the light on as well. I'd like this to keep along on this truck, cause in case of need, in case it goes to raining, put that card in. Doesn't work. Had to go out. Doesn't work. It never has been like that, but whatever. At least not on the place. At least not since day one. Patch or whatever that was. Gotta be careful because there's just plain truck drivers, so I don't want to make the mistake of hitting left and right on the path. Kind of shocked too because I found a button I didn't know they had on truck driver. It must have been added recently. Maybe when this patch they said they had that I've never seen updated. So they got the handbrake now. Except doesn't work right. You gotta hold it down. Which I don't lie, but there's a handbrake now. Oh, way to go! I hope I can split the uprights. What is it? It's like they're like, no, you go, no, you go, no, you go. Hey, how about trucker goes, huh? Gonna be lucky. I'll try to keep it slow, so if I do scrape, I'm not tearing my truck up. Let you guys. It's like the AI is a little too sensitive now. I guess is the only thing I could say is like it's sensitive toward each other as well. They're like courteous. Man, I guess it could be worse. It could be like Farmer's Dynasty to see the actual collision. That was bad. Still trying to get used to it. If I can't, I'm going to go back to the man. As much as I don't like the display on the man, I'd rather have it over that bar thing. But that requires me to open the truck, or next truck could be a man. If I would be a Scania, I would. I think it may be a man, guys. Cattle trailer. See, right there. It's hard to hit left on the path. Get so used. Try to play these games back to back. I tried to putt Dale 1R1 with the button mapping right for truck drivers role for the signals. Problem is on there when I tried it, I was messing up with the, you know, the map, you know, the this type of thing that they have the radio meter. I like this one better because actually could drive the truck still and not affected without screwing up. Still get the phone booths. Guess that this is interesting because this is something you don't see in America anymore. This is I don't anymore. Last one I think I seen was in a mall, a payphone in a mall, but it also used a credit card. Because most people have cell phones now. I mean, I don't, but most majority of people have cell phones. I don't think they mind it too much either, because you know, payphones are easily got bandwidth. You know, if you need a phone book, good luck. They rarely have them. Looked a little left there. But now that I've played it again, you know, truck driver, yeah, you go between the two games, you definitely see the difference with the buildings and the trees. And the buildings and trees on here just look way better. To me, they look way better. More, I say realistic. Better detail, way better detail. And stuff against structure, like I said. Kind of like I don't know what engine crew Ubisoft is for because there's a... Okay, why are you starting to go in gear, I guess? I'm supposed to yell. See what the truck did there? I bounced out like that. You gotta be where you're by them. Because they're doing that. See, they're hitting those railings. I've actually seen them get stuck on those. Thought they fixed it, but obviously no. They're still doing it. I was actually saying that I hadn't seen it in a long time, and lately I've been seeing it, so I guess they didn't get it fixed like that for a while. Go to mid-50s. Don't like to go above that really on these roads. One to light, too, gets a little loose on the controller anyway, gets a little squirrely above mid-50s on these type of roads. I think this must be a light, the car still could tell, but it's a light or the car. I don't know, Nurnberg has one. But so I've been watching like, it's probably on no lie because I haven't seen where Bugs is down the convoy on YouTube. But yeah, it's looking interesting. And for ATS, I've Scroll would probably maybe do ATS. I don't know. So both supposed to have it now. It's in beta, or something. It's in experimental. But it's like I kept hearing to say that not Truckers MP or whatever it's called. It was like, you figured they would know that because there was traffic. I know the Truckers MP don't have the traffic on. Says there's so many cops are on it, actually cop cars and pulling people over and everything. And that's an interesting. So that's what I thought happened on that one I played back in the day. I thought sure it was. I thought that was green. I hate to. Sometimes these lights are hard to see ahead of time. So like I said, that's about maybe an hour's drive, something like that, down to Nurnberg, and it won't be much longer. And I'll probably go to rest. We'll see see. Oh, it did that again. Let's see. Probably is one. There's one there. We'll see when I get there. There's another one not too far down the road from there. And there's Nurnberg there. I'm glad Munich it's like just slow. Luckily there's an easy fix for that. That's what the outside of the PlayStation. We don't carefully touch the touchpad. Gotta do that on the controller. Look down or whatever it's doing now. But like I was saying, no one will go get on this tomorrow or not, and only because I'm either going to have a new game or I'm going to be having a new expansion for Sims, so I really want to check it out. And the day after I'll have the other thing. Getting both things, but you know, what day. So I'm looking at that Under the Jolly Roger game. Looks like something I would enjoy. I like that Gold Rush. Honestly, I'm not sure where it really lost me at. Had nothing to do with, you know, game tech. No, it had nothing to do with his gameplay of it. Trust me, I don't take his stuff at face value. He dislikes games just because they're in Unity, but yeah, where I got off on it is the fact that there's no camera control for the there's no camera control for the driving, which I don't like. You know, even something even Construction Simulator has, and that's a portable mobile game. You know, where you could go, you know, put it to your liking. May not be the best camera, but it works. Of course, there is a first-person view, so it is what it is. I mean, it ain't terrible. I'd have to watch really someone else's before I made a decision on it, you know. Again, I don't always trust everything he does. Just again, if it seems like he'll sabotage the game, if it's Unity. Like I'll sabotage on how he plays it. It's just how I've seen it. And I play a lot of games that use Unity, so I guess I'm kind of used to the Unity engine. Because a lot of my racing games, you know, of course, they use Unity. NASCAR, Tony Stewart, you know, they use that as well. They don't look too bad. Again, there's just so many games they have that use it. No Man's Sky, Farmer's Dynasty, all use it. There's another game I was playing, used it too. I can't remember what it was, but I should remember. It wasn't that small a game here. I thought it was a pretty good sized game to use. Besides No Man's Sky, I don't know what they do. Don't have it on my system right now because I'm doing the Kingdom Hearts 2 and, well, whatever it is, 2.5 or whatever, the remastered one. Free. I'm not doing 1 again only because I really just don't want to have to fight Cerberus again. Or for that matter, you know, the caves, Cave of Wonders or whatever it's called, you know, Aladdin's area. Some of those areas just, oh, they were a pain in the ass the first time around, right? It's more like how tricky that gameplay is. There's some interesting fights. So I've never played 2 either, so it's, you know, new to me, whereas 1 I've played it before. It's one of the things that's held me back from getting Saints Row 3 on PS4. So I played it. Unless they've added something to it that's different. Just played it, beat it, enjoy it. I love Saints Row. Always enjoyed it. I'm not that. Hopefully it must be the road. I noticed this on a truck driver too. I got a good engine in that truck, and I was coming out of spins. I got hit the railing. I noticed afterwards I was struggling to get up the hill with him. I guess there's a hill there on that climb. Still gotta get around the snow. Hopefully I can save the cab, or don't flip as well as the trailer. If I could do that, then at least I should be able to get the trailer back upright with this cab. I hope I could, if I have to, I'll take it down the road, turn around somewhere and bring it back. I think that's the best solution. If it's where I think it is, if it's further down, that might be a problem. So those buses just remind me of Crew 2 once. I don't know what engine it uses. Curious on theirs. Like I said, the buses, a lot of the landscape beam looks very similar. I think actually the buildings on here look a little better, a little more detailed. Of course, Crew 2 you don't really notice too much long, do you? Seriously, I have a Corvette at one point. That hypercar version, I think had that thing close to 300 miles per hour today. So I have a fear of why that car caught up to me during that race. The biggest lead as I had, it shouldn't have been right there with me. When I had to reset. I usually avoid that because I know it used to be you can get a penalty. I did that on one. I liked one way better though. I like the Summit on there better. Because when you placed in a position, you knew you would stay, and now that they took that off, it's kind of upsetting, you know. It's like today I'm silver. Right now I'm at silver for this week. I've had that before. I looked at it, it was silver. Next one, or gold. Next on Wednesday when I went to, you know, cash in, it's bronze. Because, you know, the same people usually are in the top 3,000 of the vehicle is. It sucks. It'd be nice if there was, like, if you get platinum, you should stay platinum, right? I get it, get good, but I know people are watching videos, learning how to tweak the vehicles and all. I don't do a lot of that. A lot of my vehicles still ain't all the way up either. It's a grind to that. I just don't play it enough. Or play something like this. Go pause only so I don't mess myself up here. Weather. You're wondering. It's really warm, so I'm having to have my fan on tonight. But I noticed it must get a little kind of nippy, because you may notice I got a little scratch in my voice this morning, today. Which I didn't feel very cool this morning, let me tell you. Just trying to relax and for us here, of course, happy Memorial Day. Time to honor fallen military, first responders as well. Of course, I pay honor to my both my dad and what he had to got into me. Oh man, get this off my screen. I can't tell. I can't tell if that's just a right thing. I think it is. I hope it is. I really don't know, because I don't really go to Nurnberg too much from this direction. I'm usually coming from Hanover. There's one of them. Now, have I seen right? There's another one down the road. Wait, maybe that was the same one. There's that one. I think I can make that one. We'll go try, okay. I just didn't think I'd get that off the screen. Got 2.5 hours, basically. I think I can get to the second one. Might regret that choice, but too late now. I don't want to jump over that many lanes. Because of what happened earlier, I still so wish I had one virtual mirror to replace all the ones to the right. Because I used that trailer, that earlier to connect to my trailer. First time I've done it, just using the right mirror. I never seen the trailer on the left. Somebody used the right virtual mirror to connect on truck drivers. First time I've done that. I don't. So I like to have it when I'm parking with these, because sometimes you can't just look out to the left. You know, if I had the right, I could see it better. I'd be more used to it. You know, you could have the option, you know, turn off these mirrors for this, or some people probably would just leave them on, but you're gonna know if you do, you're gonna take a huge hit performance. That's why I figured you could see why. I know, I think it's Jaffer. Sorry if I'm mispronouncing it, bro, buddy, but what you're saying about the tutorials. Because it brings up another window on your screen when you think about it. And you gotta figure out what would in fact impact performance. Probably the same if you could do it. I mean, I don't do it for the simple fact I can't read that smaller one. If you turned off that sat nav, it probably helps too. For the same reason. I would figure it would help for the same reason, because it is another technical window screen that's open. For that matter, though, if I had a choice, would I turn off the in-truck one? Yes, I would. Because I don't use it. I use the other one. I use this one because it's got all my information there where I can read it. Just right there, I don't need all that auto separate displays. But when I got it on one, yes, it makes seeing the panels harder, but I know some people probably can use it. My eyesight isn't good enough to be using that in truck one. Plus, again, I hate to have to be looking up at the tackle all the time. Meter, just tell how long a drive time I got left. I'm not one of these people, oh, it's chiming, oh, it's time to pull in. That's not me. I'm too curious, I'm too cautious. Maybe because I've known, or knew of a truck driver that died. Well, he tried to do the right thing. It was the cops that killed him. Told him to move his truck. He knew he'd coming. He was so tired, he didn't make it. I knew this spot, it wasn't that far, and he still didn't make it. That's how tired he was. I've been there too, where I just could not keep awake, right? I think I was that way last night, because I was trying to watch something, and I just was falling asleep. I just couldn't keep my eyes open. So I know what it's like to be that exhausted. I think we've all been there once or twice in our lives. A few times actually, for me. I'll say one thing about the NASCAR heat I got. Good job. Just say they finally got to me, feels like they got Talladega. As well as Daytona right. Where if you're not into drafts, you're screwed. Yeah. I was running on that monster race. Forget where I fit. I think I got a top 10 on it, to release a top 10. A shot, but it was a tough race. I was shocked who was leading the race at times, though. It's not names you expect to see up there. Joey Gase and them, I'm not used to them being up there at front. No offense to them, but they're not exactly known as front runners. Thank God Logano was on a one. I tried my best. I made my move too early. I was drafting off of Almirola. Problem is I kept really slam drafting, so I was like, I gotta get around them. Tried. Sally got into his Murph fender, spun him out. Got on relaxed cello, it's not strict, just way too strict. Okay, then I don't think yellow was thrown. Got back up to that pack, couldn't get around Logano. Oh, I think I got up near him, but I couldn't get around him, but it wasn't first, I was in second. It's like fourth through sixth, somewhere there. It's the front from the pack was just that good run. This I am getting those contracts for those hot seat offers. Not getting them in, I never got them on Xfinity. So for me, I look, I have got me a ride there. Not to see me in Joe Gibbs. It's a decent team. Hoping, even though me and Blaney and me and Keselowski didn't work well together, me and Logano did. So I'm hoping maybe to get a Penske offer. Much as fun as Hendrick or Hendrick, my team, or Gibbs. I know they don't got a team to offer. They don't got a spot to offer. They're 4-car teams. I don't want to replace anyone, right? Whereas Penske, I know they only have 3. Can you tell, is that easy tank I'm seeing? No. I know I'm going to pull in. That's near here or there. Did he have his turf signal? When you have near your turf signal, oh, I'm going left. You know, I'm going right. It's the natural way. Yeah, I see it now. Making sure I have clearance. May double sleep if it's better. You know, if it gets me. This is what I try to do the map. 10, that's 2100. This one gets confusing. I think, yeah, double would be best. I got a feeling my favorite spot is taken. So I guess I'll pull it on here. Got a feeling down there where I like to sleep anymore is taken. I'll keep that on because it makes it easier to read this. Yeah, it's 2200. So I do that again. $923, perfect. Oh man, that thing's still flying around. Kind of like a wasp or yellow chat. Oh, hold up, guys. I think he landed. Nope. As soon as I started moving. Let's go try to get him out. But he's still flying. I want to piss him off, right? Like, we had a little lizard bird in the house. Had a hard time getting him out, though. Then every time I was trying to cook dinner, every time I tried to get him out, he kept rushing away from me. I don't know how to give him a bird, because he would not. You know, every time I tried, this will not. Oh, I'm speeding. Oh, crap. Also, truck driver. There's one thing I'm noticing. I only take note on what scrolls out. This is different in Germany. Seems like he got a pretty long, you know, on-ramp. You know, he mentioned how short those were in Europe. I think he said Europe, you know, unless I'm in America. I think he said Europe. For sure he did. Hoping, it's like, haven't finished watching her convoy thing. I'm hoping they go to Northern California only because Alex was saying how beautiful it looks. Obviously, I'd like to see up Northern because, of course, that's where I'm from, so I'm used to, you know, how it looks. I'm always curious how. They did a, for Western Scroll, they did a good job before up here. They did a really good job out of for SCS. Like they went to credit works too. That's the way station was pretty much right where it should be. Everything, rest area, all of that stuff. What if they got wrong was running itself. Wasn't quite accurate. It wasn't bad, but it wasn't quite that accurate. This where the place looked like you just said it didn't look. Up to accurate. Appears on that on here how accurate the cities are. You know. So no, I wouldn't know one if I saw one, honestly. I think I've seen some and I like that's gotta be the landmark. So you watch the trailer, they say something about the or something that mentions what the landmarks. I mean I don't know Germany well enough to know what I'm looking at. Except those needle looking things, those have to be some. If there's one in Munich, I remember. Also some of these, like these places we pass like this, out in the boonies. Some of them look like they could be historical places. Especially like that. Could be some type of landmark, the nuclear the power plant over there, power plants. Shocking don't take Tom Whale to stuff like that. I went to so a little over, looks like about 100, a little under 100 left to go. And get out of mind driving at night. It's just I've spent so much time in this driving at night, so I'm trying to get some daylight driving now. There was an accident over on the left lane. Just so you know, that red car was up against the railing. Just trying to figure out what a bus was stopping us. Well, can't really say car. They look kind of like a SUV or a van hybrid, you know, cross. Cars ain't really cars. Or some show they don't have. Well, I guess they do have a look like, kind of like a shop they don't got BMW or Volkswagen, stuff like that. You would see out here. Mercedes. At least the lookalikes, let's face it. We don't have official licenses either. Yeah, you could the Toyota the truck, the Camaro, the Mustang. Very recognizable vehicles. Tractor, I'm trying to place the brand because I know it's recognizable. I mean, because they have played Farming Sim, but it looks just like the one on there. One of the ones I really like on there. Can't tell on their tow trucks. I think they're supposed to be whatever brand of motion is, but I may be wrong. Because they could also have an Isuzu look to them. Oh no, not this. It's yawning. Going for that yesterday. Yeah, once I'm done here, I'll probably work on the Dream Manor for some sort of broadcast. Save that for the morning. Because I know of Evergreen Harbor, what I'm going to do, I'm going to do a true rags to riches. Someone that's starting off with nothing. You know, because he got the dumpsters and dumpster diving. The most they may get on their lot is like a bench, you know, in places besides a dumpster to sleep. You know, like a bus, kind of like a bus bench, something like that. Where you see people sleeping. Homeless, they can't see them sleeping out there. Don't know many that would sleep on a dumpster. I never saw that. Most I remember sitting on a dumpster was Roman Bellic, GTA 4. He spent a lot of time on dumpsters. I want to mind them remaster now. I love to play that again. I liked it 4. I guess I really like Nico. I didn't mind God, what, Luis? I just didn't like Johnny. But the ones you could play as, like the whole thing, I didn't care for Johnny too much. Weakest biker I've ever met. Really was not disappointed when Trevor killed him. As I did plenty of times. Yeah, I like Louise, so he was pretty badass. Of course, Nico. That game I know I did. I did play it through twice to see both endings. Which is interesting. I don't think I played for it on someone else's account, but I've never, I don't think played for GTA 5. So I mean, even did it on Reddit. But the problem is Red Dead, not so much GTA. It does happen, but not so much. But Red Dead, what I'm doing, I get distracted all the side activities, like hunting, doing these quests, you know, trying to get all the camp upgrades, trying to do all the little the quests for people to get their items. All that. Some are hard. I've never even seen the quests. I remember one time I was following Charles around camp trying to get his. Oh, don't do it to Abigail. She don't like it. She gets cranky. Then again, I think I had my binoculars out and I was looking right out of them. Actually, wasn't meaning to. It just happened like earlier. I was by Gus, and I was pointing my gun away, and he's like, "Don't point that at me." I wasn't pointing the gun at him, I was pointing it away. Nerd pointed at us. I don't like them too much. So I don't really mind hearing it, I just don't like when shit sprays like crap in your face. Come on, I'm a train hunter. I can't eat off vegetables or try to. I'm a carnivore. Need meat. Seriously, I'll never do. There is a. And I sorry, it's self-defense a lot of times. You know, predators coming after me, I'm defending myself. So where am I headed anyway? Pet shop and logistic hub and then logistic hub and Munich. Where the hell is this easy tank at? It must be before Frankfurt. Oh yeah, it's definitely too far to do today, but it's definitely might take a little while to get into this too close. All my pet shops are hard on Lord. They got that's pretty large out there. It's logistic hub only because they're different. Could be a blind back, someone on those. Pet shops, pretty straightforward. It's pretty easy on the road. For some reason I don't mind hauling to that. It's kind of like food help, you know. It's pretty easy. You're gonna get a tickle what I'll be doing though at some point. I'm gonna be doing a tandem at some point with a box truck. Not eating with a dolly, and I ain't gonna go Nightmare City. I'm gonna try the one that don't have it. So maybe big, but it, you know, again, that'd come once the update for customization comes. I want to get these right now. I'm focused on getting. Gotta get my employees back to work. I'll do the next time I play. Is to get the up to where I can have all 9 trucks and all that. So I got that one out of the way. That way, enough pressure to hire people. You know, I don't really need employees for myself. I'm gonna go get over. Let's see we're definitely by Nurnberg. Thought we were. Just look at the. Like I said, when I left, that's how I said it. Get around 20, you know you're probably pretty close to it. I don't think it's all mirror. I think it is. I don't know how I feel about the currencies on that. It's just the whole thing of him and Coop. You know, we'll get into it. Friends always come first, man. Never turn back on your friends. Well, true friends, you know what I mean? Yeah, some people, yeah. Sometimes friendships get, you know, can get where it's like, hey, you gotta do what's right for yourself. Good example, I'm only bringing it up because I have read Sean's book. Shawn Michaels and Marty Jannetty. What happened there? He's tried, you know, Sean did try, but Jannetty did put his career in jeopardy there when he said they had contracts with WCW and he didn't. In fact, they would have been getting paid less, you know, showing him to do what he did and just break up with, you know, the partnership. No, it's an extreme case, or what can happen. Is this coming back to the road? Okay, I must be seeing. Where's Logistic Hub? Logistic Hub is the one I'm seeing. I think it would be better to come in from that other way. Let's see, it's right up the street here on the left. Probably where we're burning most of these stoplights. Be nice if they flash their lights when they do what you do this, you know. So major low damage. Major damage. They hadn't been doing that. All of a sudden they're doing it again. That was bad. He tried. I know what happened there. I watching. I could tell what he took that too hard. Should slow down. He never slowed. He never did. Never slowed down at all. Tried to take that hard. Don't wonder he collided with him. Hard and too narrow. Don't know if I've seen that one before. To the right, to the right. But what? Keep an eye on those graffiti marks. Look interesting. Now, I don't know if it ever would, but if it ever did, I'll tell you, if they ever did get a multiplayer for the console on this, yeah, I wouldn't mind doing a convoy with some of y'all. Be fun to do, right? Of course, I don't want what I hear about truckers and P showing up. Oh, man. You know, everyone at the same spot at the same time, parking into each other. You know, that I like the way they do it on. They were doing it on the convoys one at a time. That's what it should be. More legit. Well, Bugs and Jeff, because they were usually picking up and they were usually going to the same drop off. Alex is usually picking the other spot. It's hoping they really want the flag, so I'll be all curious how that would look. Knowing how that is. Say it is very mountainous road, right? If you know anything about Arizona. Good thing in Munchen. If I call it Munich, it's only because I know it's Munich. So keep that in mind. It's one stop compared to two, so that'd be a quicker drop off there. I will end there at Munich. I may. Next time I play, I may pick up cargo there. I think I'm going to be almost empty. That's got to be a pet shop coming in soon. I thought it was Innovations at first. Could tell, no, it's got to be pet shop though. So there's no other stuff there. Oh, snap. At least there are no bright yellow vehicles. Someone was on the tractor. Oh man. They don't look right for the vehicle, right? I think this is it to the right here. Some vehicles, you know, yellow is not too bad on, but I said there was a Toyota, Now, granted, yeah, my race truck is technically a Toyota Tacoma or Tundra, whatever it is. But that's, you know, the sponsors why I do it like that. But that thing on tractor just didn't look right. So I'm going to try to get as close to this wall as possible. I'm pretty sure that's going to be a far enough spot away to, oh, gotta be careful, there's a lip here. Okay. That's, buns with cheese on it. It's for you. Huh. You shouldn't have seen up on it. I got heart problems. Just saying. I think I'm going to try to get this back there. It might not be too lined up, but it'll be maybe just enough. Yes, it is. No, obviously this was percentage based or whatever on that. I would get her more lined up. I mean, I got 2 stops here, so dog food is delivered. Now, wait a minute. I never opened the dang doors. Oh, dang it. Get that off my screen. I don't need that stuff. I'll pull out before I shut them. Tech only 8% damage. That ain't too bad. So we're working on level 9. Oh, did not mean to shut that door. It was just too close to it, I guess. So I like this spot because there is such a large spot to move around in. So it's so much easier to back or reverse it. Gotta look at my cargo. So 2 there, then 1, 2, 3. Free. Yeah, we'll definitely do it. Next time I play, I'll be picking up some more loads in Munich. I also gotta get my workers to work. I wanna get for the next time around. Just trying to enjoy a nice, chill, relaxed day here. Fair, I played truck driver. I ain't about to play that and not play this. I can't tell if there's been an update or not on there or not, because again, I've seen there was a new feature at it. I just never noticed it before. I really don't know, but there is a handbrake option on there now. Except they don't do it right. Sure, if you hit square, you know, you don't have to hold it. On theirs, you gotta hold it. I don't understand. That's not a parking brake. Well, technically, they call it a handbrake. But it should be, you know, I'm glad they got one, because I'm bloody hell at one spot. But for there, they did mention the next patch is supposed to include the parking mission, so there'll be new jobs. We'll see. Definitely when it launches, it'll bring you a video on stream for it. That's just interesting architecture there. No, it just ain't too far down the road because it went right by it on the way in. But being it's on the way out too, I might as well hit it up. Going this way. Oh, but just when you go, they got food up here. See, I was shocked out of Munich, because I'm, like I keep saying, get customization when I get a price starting fresh. Knowing what not to do and what to do, I know for instance, I don't know if I'm going to Scania at the start or not. Much as I like the cargo capacity, I don't know if I want that mirror. Hopefully they fix that, because I've been doing that bar. It's not. I guess it ain't affecting me, but too bad. I ain't really noticed it too much. I don't look at it that often on this. I just figured it's sad that one's got the one you never look at over there really doesn't. It's like, what would you call it, a wing strut from a plane? Sort of reminds me of. So no, it's a great warehouse up here. The gray one with the red on it there. This is kind of a blind back if I remember right. It's really hard to keep an eye on the. So will it have a fence here or not? That's the question. I don't see one, do you? I know I can't go that way because there's a thing, go via thing, sidewalk. I'm afraid. Oh, this was just got me. Yeah, I don't want to go to that one where definitely would be a drop out there. So what we'll do, we'll get up here by the North Truth 112 sign. Is that that? No, that's. Is this supposed to be that firefighter simulator? That's on. I think they made the firefighter in the simulation, whatever it's called. Not the good one. I know it's not that. That's Astrogon, whatever their name was. But the other one, I've tried it. Fun. I can't figure it out too much. Yes, no. Let me see what I mean by blind back is that where I can't see. See, you can see the couplings there. Or it should hook up at them. Why they didn't do that for it further, I don't really know. Or do you do it? Whoa! It's gonna be hard to get it out, but if it's connected, that's actually better than it was a pet shop. Can't complain about that. It's gonna make it look getting out a little harder, but so we got short pipe. 9% took an extra percent, but not too bad. Whoa! Sort of, one just flew overhead. OMSI 2. So I gotta get pointed that direction now. Hey, maybe. Oh, I'm just doing damage, ain't I gotta back her up like that. There we go. And that's why I'm stopped there. Oh, look at that. Oh, hey. Okay, let's get 170. Really? They don't feel that long far. Really? It doesn't say, because it says like it's usually not too far drive. Looks like it's. Oh, by far. Yes. Yes, by far. For this a truck driver, yeah, this is... Well, to be fair, for this type of trucking is the best. If you... There is snow run as well, which is king, but it's not this on the road type of delivery stuff. For this type, yeah, it's by far the best. I mean, he shouldn't have no problem. What? Let's check something here. Oh, there is one. I didn't see it. That's what I was like trying to figure out what he said in there. Didn't say the railing. No mirrors in the way. I'm going to be looking at something else here once I get to the unit, probably. Fuel. Diesel. Just seeing it rushing about maybe a little over halfway. Don't like to get too short because I know not every... Well, there's 8 tanks all over the place, but... Just don't want to... Oh, speaking of which, this one's slowing off, but this was the intersections. Easy tank. Could have did it there, but... I won't have to get it back across the traffic. For the size of the map, everything, yeah. This is by far the two on the road type, these types of trucking games. Not to mention another one. It's story based, and so there's not enough missions as a result. I mean, yeah, there's pop-up and all one is, which that I don't see it on there, but it's overall better buy. It's also cheaper. That's just 30, where the other one's 40. Slowing down with truck driver, it had potential. It still gets does, but honestly, their updates were few and far between. They come out pretty often, the patches and all for it. Also, of course, yeah, you said PS4. I was about to say, never mind. Yeah, PS4 definitely. Xbox, maybe a different story. From what I understand, this thing, it's got issues on Xbox. No wheel support. If that's something you have, then yeah, it's because that was supposed to be in their last patch for truck driver. But I'm honest, I don't know if the patch came out. PS4 because I've not seen where it came out. It can't be confirmed or denied. Even though I do have a truck driver, I just can't confirm it. No, I'm not speeding. Hey, no, it's not 60 the whole way. May get there at one point, but I know it's not 60 all the way south. So I'm going to say 80. So it's glitching. It does do it occasionally. Of course, not quite as often as the truck driver. Man, there's a reason to keep it at 60. It's struggling to get up to 70. Pretty quick little jump down here. Say this about half hour, 40 minutes most, 150 kilometers. I know it don't take that long to get between the two. The only reason I'm not sure of why I think it's 80, I should say, why I think it's 80, because the other side is 80 up through here, so no doubt. This often says 60 though, going south, and so I'm really not sure. Because it goes straight into Munich. So it could be 60, I'm really not sure. I still think it would be 60 the whole time. I like the freedom to, you know, be able to pick what I'm hauling. Also, you of course got the cattle trailer as well, where you're hauling the pigs, so you got options. You know, than the box trucks and more options. More challenging before too. Basing that on the load. Of course, you don't start off with this type of truck. You start off with one box on the cattle trailer. Of course, you do have licensed brands as well for Scania and MAN. For now, wouldn't be shocked if you ever added like, say, a Mercedes or Volvo or something like that. And even if Mercedes, I know maybe not so much even on these. I know the box trucks would be an option. Of course, some of them just maybe, again, performance size too, more vehicles that, of course. Of course, I don't know how well that much that would affect performance, as it would be on your own truck, and the only one you see is your own. You never see your employees out there doing their thing. At least I have AI semis. But yeah, by far the superior trucking game. Again, it's not this, it's a total different beast. It's a snow runner. That's just way. Of course, then, like I said, it's not this type. You may have delivery assignments on it, but this is not, you know, on the road. You may get roads, but you also get a lot of rough terrain as well to go over. It's not quite the same. Now I'll do this for you if you're just helping. There's your map size. So see, that's a pretty extensive map. If you look at that competition like this, it may be about, say it's roughly that size, maybe a little bigger. So you can see the difference there. Maybe actually smaller. It's about that size though. If you took that whole thing there, roughly, maybe you get a little bigger, a little smaller, give or take. For instance, here, you could spend an hour, 2 hours driving there. To get across the map on here from one end to the other, north south, takes you good hour, hour and a half. But on the competitor, takes you about 20 to 40 minutes at max. No, I'm not kidding. They don't take long. It's actually, I do like both kinds. It's like, what am I in the mood for, right? If I want the longer run, I play this. Want a short run, I play that. But if I had to choose, it would, I mean, just look how many videos sometimes. It's been the last few weeks, just all been really playing. I don't play it out very often. It's just, I find it relaxing. Occasionally the AI does act up, and I admit that, of course, fake what game it does. And I mean, good example, GTA, and we know how big Rockstar is, and all it takes one bullet in there, and you know how crazy the AI gets on there. Of course, I don't mind if I'm in my semi on there, I'll just ram through them like I do the cops on there. Just take my cab off my mobile operations center. Had a pretty good run earlier, robbing convenience stores on it. Never pulled that one off before. In the middle of a police chase, rob another one. Didn't work the second time. It worked out there in Sandy. It didn't work over at Los Santos. Also, to me, I feel like the speeds are more realistic on here. On there, it's like, I think you got like, it's like 30 in town. Seems too slow to me. And 120 on the motorway like this, which is way too fast for a truck to be moving. But I, of course, never do it because the truck really gets squirrely above 80 on there. I don't like going to, every time I try to go faster, I'll wind up damaging my trucks usually. Don't get me wrong, they do have features I wish they had on here. Like the rumble strips, I wish they'd get them on here. Honestly, I don't know how much that would affect. What if I felt that would be a big drain on performance? I think, yeah. So that would help you if you're in the, like me, you can't really see those out the outside very much. It would help you to know if you're over too far. Except for first person, of course, or third person. For these games like this. Which is weird, I think I've said that before too. I used to be a guy who would only want third person, right? I never cared for first person much. If I got an option for most games, I usually like Fallout and stuff. I usually go in third person. I don't care for first person games like that too often. Just me. Yeah, I don't get me wrong, I play almost Destiny being the most Fallout, not Fallout, Far Cry's examples of ones I play like that. But proof, if I'm being honest, I like games where you got a choice. First or third person, right? But at least it's your option. Because not maybe some people want first person, maybe some people want third person. I hate when you get locked to one. Like, don't get me wrong, I know, like, let's say if I'm playing Call of Duty, Battlefield, anything like that, I know what I'm getting. I know games I know are FPSs, I know what they are. I'll play them anyway. The only time I really, really want the other experience is, even though I kind of got used to Squadrons, Star Wars Squadrons. I don't really like first-person flying. I prefer to be able to see my vehicle. Guess I got used to it because my main flying type game is GTA. I've just gotten so used to shoppers and stuff on there. It's actually disappointing with Battlefield 5 Forward. So during the intro or the prologue or whatever, you know, at the start there they show you in you're in at one point in a fighter plane. You never get that during the story though. So it's disappointing. None of them center around that. Because actually in mine is kind of like fighter plane, especially that era. Or the jets, like the older planes. Probably I find so much on the crew too. The Mustangs, Spitfire, stuff like that. And the one area they do share, they both use a Unity engine. So graphic, I still say though, the graphics to me, I've heard people disagree. I think the graphic, even though there is pop-up on here, I still think the graphics are better on here. If I'm being honest, for what I see. The water is about the one area, and the rain effects I think is where Truck Driver does do a better job at. It looks a little better on there. The rain by far looks better. Not that you get as much rain on here. Yes, she used to. Of course, I go same when I was playing Truck Driver earlier. I wish you would have had, but you don't have the option of adjusting the speed. Your wipers, because intense rain you shouldn't have. You know, a light rain, you don't really need wipers going crazy on it. Now I'm not sure. It could be a 60 for here, because we're getting very close to Munich. Leipzig-Munchen. This is the only one for now. I'll probably. The next time I play, I'll probably be getting loads. We may do it now and just have them done. Probably going to Food Imp, Brutal, places like that. So I think I could get more cargo. Probably do that now. Just have it ready to go for next time. For myself, next time I have to remember to get loads for my employees. I don't know why I thought there might be a turnoff when I know it's a straight run into Munich. Of course, this is the southeastern part of the map. For now, I know they could add cities. Because I think they added the one we just left from Nurnberg. I think was added when the game came to console. So there's of course on Steam as well, PC. Funny enough, so is the other one. If I had Steam or PC, I'll be honest. If I had the computer to play it, I'd be playing them. I'd be playing ATS. Well, let's check out ATS, but ATS would be the one I'd really want to play, right? Well, I guess there's no other trucking game like that. Sadly, nothing like that on console. Yet, I hear, I may be wrong, but I hear that they talked on the Alaskan truck simulator is supposed to be on the. That looks to be close to kind of a mix between this and SnowRunner. Of course, you got a lot more to do on there. You got a hunt and everything in this world. So it seems like you gotta eat. That's one thing on there. Kind of like Farmer's Dynasty. Why is this? That game just makes you eat way too often. It's ridiculous how often you have to eat. Shit, only you have to eat 3 meals. It seems like I'm eating more on there. Every few, like 2 to 3 hours, seems like I'm eating something. Because you can see there's roads. If you go to like where the road ends, you'll have to be lucky to see the roads there. So you can see even on the map. You see there where I'm at. Oh, I should be dropping her down. 60. You see there's a lot of room around here to add to it. Now I heard, I don't know how true it is, but they were talking, I don't know now, should say, when they talked about it, they may have felt they could. I don't know if they could. They were talking about adding Poland. I just don't think they could, honestly. I think it'd be too much performance to do. It feels like I'm going too slow now, but I'd seen how close I was, and if I'm right near Munich, I feel like I should be at a 60. They don't look like they're going much faster though. Actually, they may be going the speed limit. I wonder. That's the other issue I have with truck driver. The AI moves too slow. Way too slow on that. Get over. What like their virtual mirror though? One. Just one. Yeah, if I could turn all those off for one virtual, I would do it. Helped me just said on there you pick up trailers, so it helped me with that earlier. I never saw it with the left. Never saw it pop up. I was having to use the right only, which is not usual for me. Usually I use my left. Of course, usually I'm having to go in third person. It's too dark at areas. Too hard to see the pickup. Now they're getting more missions. Until I'd see what they're talking about, I ain't probably getting too excited. Because parking missions don't sound much different than what I already got. But it could, if they brought more missions, yeah, it's an improvement by far. Oh God, I'm up on the, I gotta be careful because I get damaged by load if you get up on sidewalks. Oh boy. If I get there in time. Gotta be careful, by the way, if you're on that other lane, because the way the trucks are doing, hitting that rail, one actually slammed into me. Hard. Took some damage. So Bruto ain't too far from where I'm at. It's right down the road. I'm seeing that. Don't really know about it. I think there's a Road Rider or Tom Boyle here. Probably they're all the way at the other end, if I'm not right. Oh. That did the same thing the computer does hit it. Could be over here too, though. This is kind of like there's. No, it's not. That tank was like what Tom Oil has. They're keeping on the speed limit. Don't want to be speeding. I don't myself. I'm honest. I don't always notice the pop up only because I focus on the road, so I don't always see what's going on the sides too much. I'm seeing it here. Yeah, it's obviously in the town, right? Much of the road's empty, but it's not. It's not enough compared to what else is out there. It's like, yeah, I'll take the pop-up because I don't mind it as much as the, because it's got so much more to offer. That's why I prefer it. I do it streams to the other one as well if it helps. I just wish I had the same option in wrestling games. Because that was 2K19 was so expensive, way better game building. 2K20, I can't wait for AEWs to come. Hopefully they do a good enough job. I mean, there is Fire Pro, but not quite the same. Doesn't have a lot of the same features. Especially graphic wise. That's it. Is that the shading on that, or look at this darker gray on the bottom there. That building compared to the lighter stuff. I can't really look over the either because I'm gonna. Oh. I only do these at certain lights so I can see the thing and just turn it. Sometimes the mirrors will block them smaller ones. I think that's what, yeah. Yeah, it's just, I think it's been painted over. Oh, now wait a minute, you had to be in a truck. Had to be a truck hit me. When he was turning. I don't know the guy was turning, so. I wish there was some, like, this stuff near where I'm going. So I could really get a good look at it, the trees and stuff. I'll just keep an eye on it. Maybe I'll probably come back up for a stop over there. Look at that. Give you a good look at it. See what we find. There's actually, oh no, I think that's across, I think that's down the road. Because there's the building. Okay, I'm a little bit under lane. And that's all I'm getting at when you see it with the slow weight. On there, you just go pick up trailers. You do get more variety at the mix as you do get other types of trailers, but still it comes at a cost. Sadly, again, they just don't. It's some part of enough updates for this. Oh, they had two within a few weeks of each other. Granted, some of that was to fix the re-add stuff they had taken out, but that wasn't all they do. They added the graffiti and stuff as well to the. Sadly, there ain't no pedestrians. Then again, there wasn't very many to begin with. They did remove them, then re-added them. Sound like, again, there wasn't a terrible lot of them. There may actually be a tree by the building. I didn't see the tree up there. Still think, yeah, I could. There's some across the street, sort of. Yeah, there is. Go across there real fast and look at them. gonna try to do is get them close as I can and go over to that corner over there. Right up near this doorway over here. Man, I am not kidding. I really do think I need gas. And diesel, sorry. And the same mistake others do. Now keep in mind, if you're doing the hogs, I would recommend probably shutting your engine off when they load, because they're actually, you actually see them being loaded in, which is kind of a nice little feature to have on them. It does take a bit. Hate these blind backs, but yeah, like I'm getting too far over. Nope. Let's see. Yeah, it wasn't that far. Oh, actually, it was need to be a little farther this way. It's okay. So we have bricks and cat toys. Should make it easier. Actually, there's a lot of room there. Now the one downside they got is you can't actually mark your okay, they're telling me to go right, but I know I'm going to be picking stuff up, so I'm going to be point up here, like I said, put that on, turn the engine off real fast. So I'm going to be looking at the map too. Let's see. Sorry there. It's not too bad. I really don't see it. Someone says it's very low resolution. I don't see it. Myself on those. It's actually better than some of the ones on Farmers Dynasty, let me tell you. I want to cut them down with my chainsaw. It's that bad, and it won't let me. I forgot to shut the doors. Christ. So I'll pick up more load. That'll be it. Don't want to get on the road again. So no, it's gonna be a waste. So let's see. Didn't fake this check while I was here. Okay, let's see. Well, if I followed their road, I'd be doing myself a favor, because I could go up to there. So I'll try to do that. Make a right out of here because I need that easy to. Barsbutel. I don't know if I've ever been to, so I'm gonna get that one. Some bread to Barsbutel. Where's Barsbutel at? It's north of Hanover. So it's going north of Frankfurt. What about this one? I think because the purple's going north, it must be okay. So that gives us at 37%. We're still not doing too bad. Let's see on the food app. There is no mobile. I mean, Rostock. Bottrop Sud. I think I'll get that. I think I get after Brutal only because that's going outside of town. Okay, I gotta look at this place that this went to. Dortmund is actually. Ugh. I think it may start to do it. Yeah. That's only 43%. So I should check the same places. Magdeburg, Dortmund. Dortmund's on the way. In fact, Dortmund would be right before Butel. And if I saw right, it'd be before there too. And Beck would even be before there. Most there was a Tom Oil or something, I'll tell you. Why? 54%, because Berlin's kind of out of my way. I'm thinking about that 827. Now we're getting interesting. I know it's gonna be deep. Wait, where's Dortmund down here? I meant Dortmund to be up there. Where's Butel? I see Butel now. Did I move it up? I bet you I did. Yeah, I did. I meant to do that one. And like that, okay. Let's see where this is at. That's there. Red's down here. Blue is... Wait. There's that. This is like... That should be before that. That should be... That should be above that. Not this way it is. Okay. Still only 2 spots me noticing on these. 62. Go pick up from Brew. Munich. Why the hell would I just look at Munich? Hamburg. Screw it, I'm putting road stock only because it's take a while to get to her. I know where that one, that last one right there. Very good place to pick them more out, actually. Most times you could just like move this, you know, without having to do this slow process they got here. How do you do it? 71 overall. See, I've seen 4,000 for Frankfurt. I'll take that, being I'm headed that way. I don't know where this goes up. I don't know that because I know I got a load. I just see the Frankfurt already. Saying 80, but I don't know yet. I see that. Yeah, that's at that place. 85, I could get a small load. I better take this. Kale would be another one that's pretty simplistic. That'd be right before roll stock. Okay, at 92%, I could actually get one more. It's a small, 20 some hundred at max. Duisburg. Don't I got one going there anyway? Weizenbrook A7 West. I think I got. Oh, I can't do. Okay, fair enough. That's my maps. Okay, that's fair enough. If I could get off this screen, which I can't. I don't know why not. Finally. It's kind of marked my ease to take without knowing it. That's the way I gotta go. Mention that. That's the way I was gonna go out of here. Mr. Autocorrect. I don't know what brings up purple line up. That's a feature, of course, also again. That's exclusive to this. It's this multiple drop that you can't do on the other one. You might get where you get multiple trailers, pick up, whatever, but it's nothing like that. I don't think there's a light here because that can't go right. Good example of where there's a road which can't go down them. Why you think there's possible expansions? I probably want the road was. Yeah, I do. Make it sure because this probably went over this area. I thought I went the other way. Yeah, technically I'm speeding, but I ain't like the cameras working more. Used to. Now to bring this line out. The only reason I don't like is I've had it where it showed me if I would have kept following it, I would have missed my turn off. That's why I didn't care for it when it started happening. Oh, I hate the flickering. Everyone does that. Oh, come on. Fix it up with the easy thing. Yeah, that fixed it. Just annoying when I keep seeing that flickering like that. I also don't want anyone to have any issues, no, that could cause problems for people. And flickers like that. Oh boy, thank you. I'll just be forward a spot. I get it. There's gotta feel there's gonna be. They'd have to have a stoplight though as well. That would ever be another road. Yeah, probably. Yeah, I probably could have waited until I got to my stop that had you know, just caught something. Shouldn't be able to do this. Engine's so on. Wait a dang minute here. Be careful too, because you can still, I guess you can still fill up when you're full. Oh, I ain't paying you, I'm running. Trying to rip me off, man. Should have shut the pump off. Going down so I can't see what's set now. These are my love mirror. Oh, come on! Oh yeah, now when I'm moving past you, you're trying to block me off, or I can't go the way I need to go. Jerk. Why did he? I don't know why he stopped like that. Like, oh, I'll be courteous. No, I won't. Only if I'm unmade food, I'm a little trickier. It'll be coming in from this side and not the other side. Should be too big of an issue. Actually, might be better. So I like it. I have that big deal dropped off at every destination. So. Probably when I get to level 9, or the next level, I think it's level 9, I'll be switching over to a cow trailer for a while. Because I'll be getting one, so I think I'll switch over to it for a while. Bad next 2 trucks are probably cow trailers. Should be the last 2, I think it is. Then again, I could get a box truck, like I said, with that one trailer. Just to see how I do with it. Standard box, not the one. Curious too, is this mirror issue on all of them, or just the cabs? Again, I ain't like it's a big issue for me. They wish they would have where you could adjust the mirrors and, you know, could, I might be able to use the right one more. You know, I can put just a little more. I try to go a little wide here only because I don't want to hit these cars. I've been in these lots. I like the spots where it happened are empty. I had a couple overturned cars in there once. A lot of yellowish orange ones in there. That's an interesting spot for graffiti up under a fruit stand. I'd say these are parking spots, but actually I've actually had more trouble with these lately than the other ones. I should. That's got to be a controller fine. Why it's so hard to keep? It's just hard to keep it straight when you're reversing. Check off this bread, dog food, and fruits. Some bread, dog food, fruits. A solid PC. People that play that would know if they had a signature. You don't get to do it on it. In fact, they might have did that though, specifically because I'm not gonna mention her name, but there is one YouTuber who liked to put, well, let's say, I've seen signature, certain body part. I don't know. It's just like, you know, they gotta think of people watching this. You know, I never want to go and see that, right? It's also fraud because of, again, performance tab issue. Same guy also mentioned, well, they had to, you know, for PlayStation, they have the touch. Yeah, but it's not just on PlayStation. Xbox don't have a touchpad. Who? Han still had root cargo? Gotta check that next time. Don't know if Han's had anything left. What's that, Heinz? Sounds so like the ketchup company. Take it he's done with his route too. Because it's staying up there. It's usually a good sign they're completely done. I have to think about it with only 2 hours. Let the drive time maybe resting up here as well. That's fine. Don't want to scrape that plant, but I'll try something. Makes it a little easier to get situated. Now get over here in this corner. See, there's this wall that kind of stops you here. Not this kind of a will stop you. Oh, it's up on number 2. No, don't go struggle no way, please. No, this is snowboard. Be afraid of us tipping over right now. Get one of my leashes on the truck. It's not straight, but it'll work. One reason I left like that because I need to make sure I could get back out of here. So we got fast food, and fruits, imported fruits. Sorry, that'd be oranges. I'm gonna grow it. No, those could be imported after all. They come from America, you know, could be. So, it's just, we're definitely full up. So I'll get in there and rest, and it's gonna be okay. I'm gonna try to, you know, go from here. Like I said, rest real fast. Probably some nighttime driving next time around, guys. Not too much. Anyway, mash the like button, subscribe, leave comments, all that good stuff. We'll see you next time for more on the road for the PS4. Until then, good luck and good trucking. Mm-hmm.